I'm gonna say Jumpin Jack was probably the best game on this compilation. Probably the one I played the most. Now it's basically Frogger, but done in the graphic style of Zaxxon, so it's an isometric Frogger, which is something Sega never did. They should have, but obviously they never did. And it plays really well. I've got like at least 4 or 5 videos of it on my channel. So the original programmer actually commented a couple of times or a few times on one of them videos, which is always great. Yeah, it doesn't really, you're not really prepared for how good and different it actually is. You could argue it's better than playing Frogger in the arcade. It doesn't really play any different, but then again, if you're using a zip stick, it's not really any different. And I don't think the graphics are worse than the arcade, they're just different. And as you'll see, the collision detection is done very well on this game. Jolly music, which is not infringing anyone's copyright, hopefully. So you can safely jump through like the traffic, no problem there. I'm not going to make it that time. What are you doing, buddy? Shh. Hey! That's not good, man. Running out of time. There you go. So even with your cat thinking the joystick wires are actually the tail of a mouse, and having to deal with that situation, it's Frogger. It's Frogger, and it's got isometric graphics, which back then were all the rage. Which is why Zaxxon has isometric graphics. Now, I'm not going to make that one old. So. Ooh. Well, that's a bit risky because you're not going to actually see the cars coming there. I mean, this is quite an early game. I think it's 84, I'm not 100% sure. I seem to remember it being 84 on the title page just back then. The time limit is generous enough. We might as well try and get the lady frog. I'm a lady. Oh shit. That's from, whatchamacallit? Little Britain, that is. The women with the moustaches. We're not going to make that one, so very close to running out of time there. But you know, on the first level, it's very playable, even if you've never played like Frogger before. I'm having to concentrate a bit. It is like playing an arcade game. To play this, you need to, you know, basically concentrate as much as if you're playing the arcade machine. So, and that's the thing. That's really what you were trying to do back then. Find either an official or unofficial conversion of an arcade game you liked that you could buy for your home computer. So you could save money on the arcades and play games that weren't on your computer. That's really what you're trying to do. Oh crap. And that's why Space Pilot was perfectly acceptable. People moan about slowdown now. We just noticed the slowdown back then, but we didn't complain. Whether I noticed that Analog Scramble didn't do smooth scrolling, I'm not gonna place any bets on that one. However, See, it's already quite slow on some bits and quite fast on the others, but you do get like, are they hippos or crocodiles? Yeah, they're hippos, they're brown hippos. There's loads of ways you could do this game today and up the colours and the resolution on some of the aspects. But as this is, at the time, this was a fantastic Frogger clone for the C64. And because it's got isometric graphics, I'm going to say it's actually, you know, probably the best that you can get on any system. So you always have to be conscious of time. But you know, the collision detection for like jumping through the traffic, you can't really complain about that. That's been done well, so actually it's getting quite difficult now. Damn you. Oh, we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. It's a very jolly game, so that was risky, that was. Crap. I didn't know if I could move across one more, but that is it really. I mean, you bought this game. Oh, listen to this sound, it's really good. You have to do it this way. Well. There you go. I don't know if you ever see a smaller version of that sprite there. You know, the guy with the green top hat in the little car there. It has an attract mode like the arcade, so you know, you get to see the game actually being played. And it is obviously not random movement. Well, actually, I don't know, we'll see. It is very random. But yeah, that's a great game on the C64.